Oh my goodness. Hi, what's going on? Okay, well, before we get too much into the questions, let's see if we can get you some immediate relief here. I'll get some gloves on. Your eyes do indeed look quite swollen and very, very irritated. Okay. Go ahead and blink for me a couple of times really hard, okay? Just squint down. I'm going to take a tissue here and I'm just going to hopefully pull out some of this extra moisture you got, okay? Yeah, I can see quite a bit of it is kind of a mucus. It's a natural response that our eyes produce fluid to help dilute any kind of toxin that gets stuck in our eyes. Okay. I'm going to use some basic saline solution, and this is just to flush out a little bit more, and we're going to add some liquid so that we can pull that moisture or the toxicity out, okay? Look up for me. I know it's kind of painful. We need to get these drops in though, okay? I see quite a bit of discoloration. Do you mind telling me a little bit about what happened? I also see there's quite a couple of small abrasions into your hairline here. Okay. Okay. Look up for me again. Okay. Just gonna drop them in, okay? Look away so you don't blink. Okay. Now the other eye. Okay. Alright. Let's address the painful part first, and then we'll move on to the abrasions. How long were you exposed to the chemical before you realized that it was having this kind of an effect on you? I'm going to run this along your waterline. I'm going to need you to look up for me here, and I'm not going to touch your eyeball, but I am going to touch your waterline. Blink for me. All right. I'd like to lift your eyelid up. I want to look into the back to see if any of the debris that has gotten into your hair and it's on your skin here. I want to see if that's gotten possibly into the back of your eye, okay? So I'm going to lift one eyelid up very gently. Okay. It looks like you don't have any actual particles in there. this last set of drops, I'm going to leave into your eyes, and I want you to just blink very slowly, and you'll feel that this will come down and start to tear down the side of your face, and that's what we want, okay? Go ahead and look up for me. On the other side. Okay. Is the burning a little less? Okay. Let's take a look at these abrasions up here, okay? I'm just going to pull some of these. It looks like dirt. There's dirt. Might be some twigs. Go ahead and just blink. Let that nice saline solution flush out your eye and just let it drain out the corner, okay? My goodness, you must have taken quite the tumble. I can see also into your hairline here, there's a couple of... I'm just going to pull them out with some tweezers. Okay. Well, at least it doesn't look like these are very deep or very long. They look like they might just be topical scratches, superficial. I don't think that they're gonna need stitches. I'm gonna take a look into your ear and see if there's debris in there. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna flush it real quick. You have some dirt in your ears as well. Do you know what type of chemical it was that may have been exposed to? Okay. Have you been experiencing any nausea or dizziness? Incoherent? Okay. Okay, let's take a look at your other ear. Yeah, you got the same thing going on over here. So let me get my fluid. Okay. Now let's pull some of that debris out. Okay. I'm going to use my tweezers again, and I'm going to try not to pull on the hairs in your ear, but you do have a lot of debris on this side. think we got the majority of the debris out. Still got a little bit here in your hair. My goodness. Are your eyes still starting to come back? They're hurting a bit? Okay. Take a clean tissue. Okay. Pull as much of that mucousy water out. Another set of drops. Look up for me. And then the other side. Okay. I'm going to tilt your head. And we're going to let this kind of go downward, okay? Okay. Well, while that is taking some effect, now that the immediate problems, it looks like the bleeding has stopped and your topical scratches, why don't you give me the breakdown of events that led up to this? Okay. Were there any drugs or alcohol involved? Okay. And now this chemical, was it something that you noticed because of a smell, or was it something you came in contact with and it started to burn your skin? Okay, started as an odor. And you began to feel dizzy. Okay. Okay. How long do you think that you were in that room while the gases were affecting your senses? And then you recall going outside, but not much else? Okay. You lost consciousness? Well, if this is a gas or a toxic induced type of reaction, what I would like to do is put some topical steroids on your face and around where your eyes are. Now, this won't affect, or it won't have a counter reaction to what you're currently experiencing, but a lot of the times with noxious gases, if they cause our respiratory system to become inflamed, then we're not able to absorb oxygen correctly, and it can sometimes close off our windpipe. So I'm going to put a little bit of that right below your nose and right below your eyes. This will reduce the swelling. It'll also bring a little bit of comfort, but more importantly, it's going to make sure that your airways remain clear, okay? Okay, now below your nose. It actually doesn't smell that bad either. Go ahead and inhale. Also, I'm going to make sure that the nurse brings you in some Benadryl, and it's a medication that you can often take anytime that you suspect you're having a allergic reaction or any kind of inflammatory reaction. So if anything like this ever happens again, you can hopefully reach for something that's generic and over the counter that will give you some temporary relief until you're able to seek medical help. Okay. The Benadryl may make you sleepy. One last thing I'm going to do with 2 tissues is I'm going to have you close your eyes. I know this may not be very comfortable, but I want to take these tissues to press them on the top of your eyelids and just kind of work that fluid that might be trapped in your upper portion. And we're going to try to bring that towards the edges, okay? That's feeling a lot better though, isn't it? Okay. Now your vision may be blurry for the next couple of days. I think that can be expected with this kind of exposure, so maybe in 2 to 3 days time we'll come back and we'll do a basic eye test to see if there's any residual side effects, and also to test your vision to see if your normal reactions are coming back, such as your pupil dilation, focus, and attention. Possibly a cranial nerve exam to see if there's any other neurological side effects. Okay, alright. In the meantime, take Benadryl. It'll make you sleepy, and frequently use the eye drops to flush out any other chemical that might have made contact, okay? Alright. Take care, sweetie. We'll see you in a couple.